Hey everybody, this is Joel from movingtomexi.co. Bienvenidos a nuestro canal and bienvenidos al Centro de Bucerias, where all the action happens every single night, pretty well 365 days a year. About the only day that you may not see action here is Christmas Eve, but every other day there's just guaranteed action. So what do you have in the center of Bucerias? Well, the thing I love to come for specifically is all the delicious street food. And this Taco Tuesday episode, we're going to go visit one of my favorite taquerias right here just outside the Centro. And one of the unique things about outdoor dining at a taqueria here in Mexico is none of the taquerias are licensed. So you can go have your food. They may have like agua fresca, you can buy water, you can buy Coke, all those types of things. But if you wanted a cerveza or a glass of wine, you simply just bring your own. Never any corkage. So they're not gonna disallow you to bring it and they're not gonna charge you to bring it. So before we get our tacos on, we're gonna head over to one of the local stores where they've got ice cold cerveza. We're gonna grab a 6-pack, not just for me, but I'm gonna share with our awesome cameraman, Paul, as we shoot this Taco Tuesday episode. Ready to go, Paul? Are you thirsty? Tienes sed? And sed is thirsty. Tienes is do you have, and sed, thirsty. And a matter of fact, sí, tengo sed. Vámonos! So like on many taco nights, I scooted over to the local tienda to buy some beer. In most tiendas or stores in Mexico, they have a special fridge that keeps the beer super cold. Now we had a special cameo appearance by little Marco, who was really interested in what we were up to. Cute kid, and what a great smile. Okay, muy bien. So, cool thing. Couple things for you guys. Lesson number 1, the caguama. Paul, you know about these, hey? So these are like basically big bottles of beer. There's the ballena, which is a 750 milliliter bottle, which is essentially 2 beers. And then you have the ballenon, okay? So the ballenon is the big whale, okay? So what you can do is you can buy these big ones by the bottle, and you can take this to your taqueria, just ask them for a cup, pop it. So a lot of times in our channels, you see we always drink the artisanal beer, you know, but you're going for a street taco, there's nothing wrong with supporting one of the local tiendas, going in, buying a big ballenon, or a 6-pack, a 4-pack, a 2-pack, a 1-pack. So here in Mexico, you do not have to buy 6, you can break it down into 1. In this case, I broke it down into 4 just to show everyone. And those are your dos opciones, okay? You can get the big bottle or you get them by the can, which are latas. So, botellas o latas. Salud. I've been coming to Bucerias now, but it's 16 plus years. And so we've been living here 7 plus years. We come downtown quite a bit. The taqueria I wanted to put on Taco Tuesday today is closed, so that's okay, so we just turned around and came here. This is the first time I'm actually eating at this specific taqueria on the street, but I'm assuming it's gonna be muy excelente, muy delicioso. ¿Y qué tipos de tacos tienen?
Hay asada,
adobada, tripa
y chorizo.
Y chorizo.
Y quesadillas.
Y quesadillas también. So they have asada, which is barbecued beef.
Sí.
They have adobada, which is marinated pork, which we've had before. They have the tripa, which is tripe. And then they have the chorizo, which is sausage. ¿Y el chorizo es como de mano o viene de una tienda o algo?
Sí, chorizo corona, chorizo para asar.
Chorizo corona. Ok. Y las tortillas están de mano.
Sí, hechos a mano.
Hecho a mano aquí. Excelente. Now, like you've learned from the past videos, a good taqueria is better when they have handmade tortillas. Now, nothing is more awesome when you get your taco that has a warm tortilla that came right off the grill. Now next time you're here, check out the different sizes. This specific tortilla is for a quesadilla. So they kind of got two different systems going on here. Here you're gonna have your main hot grill, but it's not hot. This one's more like secondary, so that's actually keeping all the meat warm. And they're using that also, the middle part, to reheat the handmade tortillas. ¿Y a dónde está cocinando el carne? ¿Aquí en este grill o...? Ah, ok, hay un barbacoa. Uh-huh. So they do the asada on the barbecue. And then they'll cut everything up. Oh, frijoles también. Amigo, gracias. Gracias. So here we go. We have the adobado, which is the pork. We have the chorizo, and we have the steak, barbecued steak. We have two salsas here. We have the picante, which is a red chili sauce. I'm gonna try a little bit of that on the steak. And then we have the green, which is spicy but not too spicy. Let's add that too. We have our onions, which have habanero. Well, let's add that, why not? And then the not so spicy is your guacamole sauce, which is avocado with a little bit of cream. All right. Número uno, estoy listo para probarlo. I'm ready to try it. Delicious. I like the tortillas too. Chorizo, I'm gonna put the green sauce. I do love these habanero onions. They're spicy but delicious. Plus they have the caramelized onion. I'll make sure I get some of those on there. I should have asked for those frijoles. I'm gonna get another taco with frijoles on it. So here we go, Paul. This is the chorizo. What do you think? Delicious. Taqueria Evelina. And it's been here for 20 years, right here. And now you can see the kids are working. And one interesting thing you'll find in Mexico is a lot of taquerias are multi-generational. There's some taquerias in Vallarta, and we're definitely going to be doing some upcoming shows of Taco Tuesday in Vallarta where it's like third generation already. And you can go for birria tacos there in the morning, and literally people are lined up down the block. And it is not only a sight to see, but a taco to see and a taco to eat. So yeah, a lot of times we just take our bottle of wine. Jillian and I will sit here for an hour or so, have a nice bottle of wine, eat tacos. Lots of great people watching, amazing entertainment. Like you see this fine gentleman that left earlier. But you know, it just comes down to, you know, the simplicity of life here in Mexico, and that's one of the top reasons that keeps us here. So it's the simplicity, it's the wonderful people, and you know, really, it's also the cost, because we can just leave our house, walk down a few blocks, bring a bottle of wine, eat some yummy tacos for like a fraction of the price we would spend in the States or Canada. And that's really, you know, one of the things in the whole top 10 that keeps us here. This is the asada, so carne asada. So I started with the adobado pork, then we had the chorizo, and now this is the steak or the barbecued beef. And I'm gonna doctor it up with a little bit of everything. So this is muy picante, but deliciosa. And then a little verde, and the cebolla, which is the onion, with habanero, a little guacamole, and I forgot to put the lime on the other ones. Número 3. That's awesome. And the beef is super tender. Sometimes with street tacos you can get the beef a little bit too chewy, but this beef is tender and not dry. I ordered 2 more beef tacos, but I had them put a little bit of bean on them. Little cucumber. Oh, and the tortillas are so hot. That's so awesome. A little hot sauce, a little green sauce, salsa verde. These onions are like the bomb. And sometimes with street tacos, I like to add a little bit of salt, but the seasoning, the flavor doesn't need anything else other than the salsas. Like this tortilla is hot. It's almost, whoa, look at that. Look at the juice. So don't forget to ask for the frijoles if you like. I love the bean on my taco. I forgot to ask on the first round. So the second round, I got the frijoles on my tacos, and honestly, this was perfect. What a perfect night, eh? So Taqueria Evelin está aquí. It's here in el Centro de Bucerias. You have to check it out. Honestly, everybody, 2 thumbs up. Amazing taqueria, great staff, super friendly. The food was deliciosa. Entonces, then, here we are for the dessert, okay? Postre, but we're not gonna have a traditional postre. We're going to have a street postre. We're having churros. And here's the thing, Paul had an idea, and I kiboshed it. He said, no, maybe we could, like, after that, have churros, and then we take some of the steak or the adobada from the taqueria, because churros, you can have them just simple, okay, sencillo, which they're just deep fried, and you eat them just like a donut. Or you could have a churro, which is llenado, which is stuffed with delicious stuff like strawberry, caramel, chocolate, these kind of things. And Paul said, hey, why don't we like get some meat to go? You can bring it to the lady who does the churros, and you can ask her to stuff your churro full of taqueria meat. I'm like, I don't know, man, that sounds pretty gross. But here's the thing, he kept on about, he's like, no, we gotta do this. It's like a really good clickbait, you know, like, do you like that idea? Hey, if you like that idea, hit the like. But here's the thing, what do you think, Paul? 50 personas, if 50 people say, hey Joel, you need to have a churro lleno de carne or full of meat, I will come back here and I will fill the churro with my choice of meat, and I will eat it at one of the next Taco Tuesdays. So 50 people got to comment below and actually demand that I do that, and I'll come back here and do it. Hola, buenas noches, ¿qué tal? Okay, 4 churros sencillo para llevar. So I'm going to do 4 churros para llevar, but sencillo. So they're not going to be stuffed with anything. She's just going to put them in the cinnamon and all this deliciousness. Going to put it in a bag. I'm going to take that home for Jillian and Adelaide, my daughter. So the other thing you can do is you can, as you know, you can stuff your churro with the things they have there. So they have chocolate, cajeta, fresa, lechera, piña, zarzamora y chabacano. ¿Qué es chabacano? Okay. So it's like, oh, there's the English is right there, it's apricot. Okay. Y la otra, esto es chocolate, es para Paul. Y de cajeta. Huh?
I can't operate my camera.
Oh, okay. And they also have plátano frito, which is like a banana, but it is, yeah, it's a bigger banana and it's not as sweet. And usually what you do to bring out the sugars in it is you fry it, and it makes a very, very delicious dessert. Ok, no, sería todo.
Serían 44.
¿Cuánto?
44.
44. So, y la cosa, the thing is, the churro, if it's mushy and not crunchy, it's not good. This is crunchy and delicious. All right, so we got our tacos on, we got our cerveza on, and now we're getting our churros on. And like, let's add that all up. I mean, it was 105 pesos for, how many tacos again? It was 7 tacos. I got 8 churros were 45 pesos, so that's 150. The beers were 50 pesos, so we were 200 pesos all in for 2 people, and I still have stuff to go home, including a 4-pack of beer. That's like 10 bucks. How do you go wrong? I got cajeta on my lips. I'm super feliz. Una noche muy buena. Gracias a todo. Thank you, everybody. Anyways, thanks for coming out to another edition of Taco Tuesday. And until next week, next martes, nos vemos hasta luego en... Adiós.
Taco Tuesday.
71.